In this example, we're going to graph this linear inequality y is less than negative 2x minus 5. So there are four pieces of information I need to graph this linear inequality. First of all, I need the slope of the line, and I need the y-intercept, so the m and the b values, if you're talking about y equals mx plus b form. So our slope is going to be negative 2, or negative 2 over 1 as a fraction, as far as rise over run is concerned. Our b, or our y-intercept, is going to be negative 5. We also need to know whether this is going to be a solid line or a dashed line. So is this line, which functions as the boundary, going to be included in the shaded set, or is it not going to be included? So we have y as less than and not less than or equal to. So I know it's going to be a dashed line, which means the line itself is not included in the solution set. And finally, I need to know whether to shade above or below this line. And this is y is less than, so according to the y-axis, I'm going to shade below. And we can use a test point as well just to kind of verify that. So let's get going. When I graph, I'm going to start. My y-intercept is at negative 5, so I'm going to start at negative 5 on my y-axis. My slope is negative 2, which means I'm going to go down 2 and to the right 1. But I can't do that because that puts me off the graph, so I'm going to go up 2 and back 1. And that will still give me this negative 2 slope. So we're going to do that a few times. Okay? Now I'm going to grab a straight edge here, and we're going to draw a dashed line through these points. Okay, oh, we kind of missed them in the middle there. So we have a nice dashed line now. So we're deciding where we're going to shade. Well, I said previously y is less than, so as far as this y-axis is concerned, I'm going to shade below, which ultimately is going to be this side over here. But let's go ahead and use a test point just to make sure. 0, 0 is a great test point as long as the line does not pass through 0, 0. So in this case it does not. So let's go ahead and use the test point 0, 0. We're going to plug those values for x and y, and we're going to see whether or not this is a true or false statement. So my y value is 0, and my x value is 0, which crosses this whole thing out. So negative 5. So 0 is less than negative 5. Well, that's a false statement, so I know that 0, 0 will not be shaded, so that means I'm going to shade this other side over here. Okay, so the four pieces of information we needed in order to graph this linear inequality effectively: the slope and the y-intercept of the line, whether or not the line is solid or dashed, which means the boundary is included or not included, and then whether to shade above or below the line. So here is the graph of the linear inequality. Y is less than negative 2x minus 5.